Hi guys, it's only Frankie. Look, we got a little visitor, Molly. This is my cat Molly. This is one of my two cats. I've got another little black and white one who's not as friendly. She should be hiding somewhere. But this is the little nose bag. You can say hello. Have a look at the phone. Isn't she beautiful? She's a little Bengal. Love her dearly. She's got the most loving temperament, bless her. She obviously knows mummy's in a little bit of a funny mood today. So today was appointment day. Today's Tuesday the 11th. And we went to King's today to see the doctor who did our egg collection. So today was a follow-up and we ran through some of what we've done for the egg collection. So what meds I was on, how the procedure went, how the embryos grew, the gradings, and what the next step was for us. So I had to ask him about the gradings. I wanted a bit of confirmation. I said, I've done my homework, but are they good? Because I trust this guy with my life. You know, he's done an amazing job so far. And yeah, he had a quick look on the screen and he sort of half laughed at me and said, are you kidding? Like, they're brilliant, all of them. And I said, what about the 4 double Bs? And he was like, really, really good. He's like, that's a very, very good quality. So that was a huge load lifted off my shoulders. And yeah, we just ran through what's next and time frames. And I'm a little bit, not gutted, but if I had been having a period, which I've told you guys I haven't, we would probably be on cycle right now. So if I was to start a bleed in the next 3 or 4 days, they would be calling me in. But for that reason, my cycle looks like it's going to be running through May, and the embryo transfer will probably happen end of May, beginning of June at the very latest. So what was entailed with what we're going to be doing, it was a bit sort of grey. He was rushing through, going through bits, and I did feel a little bit like trying to stop him at times and be like, sorry Will, can you just say that again? And so basically I'm going to have to go back on the pill to force the cycle, and it sort of set up a false cycle as if my body was running like clockwork. And I know I'm going to be on an injection, which is busulin, I think is how you pronounce it. And that actually was my trigger that I was given in the end. So that's your frozen trigger you generally get given, because it's not the fresh one that you have in your that you get given originally for your fridge. This is one that's stored like Cetrotide, that's just stored in the cupboard. So I'm going to be on that for a few days, and I think it could be actually up to 14 days, I think he said. But he did mention patches and tablets. So I don't quite know what we're taking and when we're taking. He did explain that some people respond well to tablets, some people don't respond to the tablets, so then they move on to the patches. So I don't know if I'm going to be on 3 meds or whether that is the injection, that there is another option for it. So if you guys are watching and have a clue, can you explain to me, because I'm completely confused by it. But it sounds like I'm going to be on the meds probably for about 3 to 4 weeks, and at that point they will call me in, and once my lining on my womb is at the right thickness, they will then proceed to put the embryo back inside us. So we did decide that we are going to be putting 1 embryo in at a time, so that does rule out non-identical twins. And we are still at a risk of having twins, obviously being an IVF, and also twins running my family. So we may end up with an identical set, or maybe even just the 1 baby, which in my mind that would be ideal personally. It scares me a bit, the thought of twins, because I do think I've never had child, so how would I cope with 2, let alone 1? So yeah, it's you know, all positive in a way. We signed a disclaimer to say that we would let them thaw our embryos, and what they will do is take 1 out at a time on the day of embryo transfer. So they take generally sort of probably about 40 minutes to thaw each. About 20 minutes in, they will know whether that embryo is ready to be put in. So he explains they thaw about 50%. Now, if that 50% doesn't start responding straight away once it's thawed, then they know that embryo is never going to make pregnancy. So they would then let that perish and take another one. He said obviously with our gradings, that would be quite unlikely because obviously the freezing process has changed so much and we're on the new freezing scheme. I know some people still use the old format, but we are on, I think it's liquid nitrogen, so it doesn't cause, it causes minimal damage to any potential embryos. So, you know, out of our 8, maybe we might lose 1 or 2 a maximum, you know, and that's me just throwing ballpark figures out there. That's not been quoted. So, yeah, I mean, we're in a fortunate position where we have got the 8. So I'm quite happy for them to proceed and just tell me on the morning how many embryos it took to get one inside me. So, yeah, it was quite good. Probably we were in there for about half an hour. And then we had to wait outside and we got confirmation of our next appointment, which is going to be with a nurse. And that appointment's actually on our wedding anniversary. So it's going to be on the 25th of April. And at that appointment, we're going to run through the meds that have been ordered and delivered to my house. So he filled in a prescription today. We didn't see the prescription, but they're doing it through the people that deliver it, so similar to like how our meds originally got delivered but a different supplier. So they'll contact me in the next couple of days and say, right, we're going to deliver a parcel to you, when are you home? And hopefully Easter weekend would be quite a nice time, fingers crossed that they can do it so I don't take more time off work. And then we just confirmed to the nurse, yes, we've got all the meds and we're ready, good to go. And then the nurses will hopefully sort of say, right, we'll start today or, you know, start next week. So we've got a little bit of a plan going ahead. I did ask him what the realistic time frame was. He did say to me we would be looking at doing the embryo transfer end of May, maybe creeping into the beginning of June if you were slow responding on the medication. So, yeah, so we've got a bit of a plan. Yeah, I just want to get on with it now. I think going back to the hospital, I felt almost excluded from it all, like I'd missed a big chunk, because obviously when you're going there every other day, you're so familiar with people and so familiar even with the patients in the waiting room. You see a pattern of people that come in, and today I didn't have a clue about anyone that came in. Obviously I recognised the doctor. My lovely nurse walked past. She managed to say a quick hello and walk on, and hopefully we'll get a bit more time with her in our next appointment, because she's been a huge part of our cycle, and I want to definitely thank her in person and just say, you know, I couldn't have done it without her. I really couldn't. She literally held my hand during egg collection. It meant the world to me that she was there to reassure me. So, yeah, got a bit of an itchy nose tonight. What's that mean? Surprise? Fingers crossed, eh? But yeah, so it's been a really good positive appointment. I've had to obviously confirm that I'm still taking my folic acid, and the other good thing is I can stop taking metformins, so yes. So he explained to me, because I'm on a frozen transfer, if someone had a fresh transfer with PCOS, they generally keep you on the metformins through to 3 months pregnancy. But because I'm not taking metformins for any diabetic reasons or for any cysts anymore, because obviously they've got my eggs, they've created the embryos, I don't actually need to take metformins anymore, which metformins I think were giving me my headaches that I was having a few weeks ago. So I was quite relieved when I got told to just stop taking them, but to continue taking my folic acid and my multivitamins. So I will do as instructed. I did say to him, thank you very much. That's a really good news. Positive move for this appointment. Stop those tablets. So, yeah, where will we take it from here? Who knows? I feel a little bit lost tonight. I feel a little bit like I'm rambling to you, almost textbook style. I don't know if it's all sinking in. I've had quite a long day, and just been chatting away to friends about different stuff, and I don't know if I'm really taking it all in tonight, but you know, it's been a really positive appointment, and you know, things are going great. Jake's on an absolute high. He's been chatting away to everyone tonight. He's rung one of his mates who's expecting a baby next month, and God knows who he's chatting to now. He's chatting to someone else on the phone. So he's like climbing the walls of excitement. And I don't know, for me today, I'm just a bit like, I think it's because I want it now. I really want it now. I'm not good at playing the waiting game. And, you know, I waited 2 months for this appointment, and it was half an hour. And I don't feel I've got much further forward. And now they're telling me actually I've got to wait another 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm like, really? Like, you know, but I have to remember we've got the end goal. But like I said to you guys, you know, IVF has its highs and lows. I was talking to my friend at work today, and 2 girls I'm quite close to, and I was buzzing telling them, and like, you know, it's, what's the time now? It's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm feeling a little bit like, So it is a very, very emotional, very draining experience. And this is what I was telling my doctor today. I said, you know, it brought the best out of me, it brought the worst out of me. And I wouldn't change it for the world, but I would change the time frame actually. I would like to just make it continuous. So I'd just like them to go, yes, come in, and we will do your embryo transfer today. Thank you very much, baby, off you go. But I think now it is like pigeon steps along the way, and now I'm feeling like, great, we've got our embryos, we're going to do the embryo transfer, and now I'm thinking, shit, what if I don't carry in pregnancy? And I started thinking a lot about my miscarriages today, which isn't good, but you know, it does it to you, and it's like, God, what if we do all of this and then it doesn't take? And what do we do then? And, you know, some of you guys might be in a worse off position and watching and thinking, you selfish cow. But, you know, these pigeon steps, they're milestones for you. Every time you cross one, you're reaching the next one. And I'm sure if it does take, my thing will be, great, I'm pregnant, but I have to wait till I'm 3 months pregnant, and I'm going to have to wait till I'm 6 months pregnant. You know, you're always going to set those benchmarks. And to be honest, it's hard. It's just like, I would like it just to be streamless, you know, no worries, carefree. But I suppose being on the IVF cycle, that's not a luxury you do get, I'm afraid. So, yeah, I'd be lying if I was sort of telling you guys I'm like jumping the ceilings right now. And yeah, you get these ups and downs, don't you? And I'm sure tomorrow, if I do a video, once I've slept on it, I'll be like, yay, you know, it's all sunk in now and I'm all happy. And yeah, it's a roller coaster. It is a roller coaster, but it was good to have the appointment. My 2-month countdown was over, and it was good to get back in there. And you know, my appointment's in 2 weeks' time, and that will fly past. We've got Easter coming up this weekend, and you know, we've got a few things going on at home at the moment that will keep us occupied, and I'm sure the time will fly past. So yeah, we will just have to see where the next chapter goes. So I'll try and drop you guys a video before the 2 weeks. It's quite a long time, isn't it? So maybe, you know, if I get a good day, I'll check in and do a bit more of a reflection like I did the other day. So yeah, hope you're all well, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.